Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with an update, a schedule update. I know I said I was going to do this on Thursday, after Undead Unluck finished and everything, but we're doing this today, and yes, that means I will be revealing today, a day early, what's going to be replacing Undead Unluck. I say finished, but we're just taking a break from Undead Unluck for the time being. We will be coming back to it for the rest of the series. We're just taking a break after this arc finishes, so no worries there. It's not finishing. We're not dropping it. But yeah, so this video, as you can see, is about the schedule and everything. And this is a notable update because this is something that I had thought about while recording, and especially while leading up to recording Baymax today. And so I decided I was going to discuss this with you guys. I've talked about before how sometimes it feels like I am putting too much on myself. And sometimes I just tend to, because there's so many like exciting things to watch and to check out, it feels like I'm just like pushing myself to get to everything at once because I don't want to wait. I'm impatient in that regard. I'm patient enough to wait weeks between episodes, but I'm not patient enough to wait for the shows themselves. Um, and it's one of those cases where sometimes I can handle doing a good amount, and sometimes I can. It depends on a lot of different factors going on. And right now, I'm kind of starting to realize I am really putting a lot on my plate, and it's starting to take its toll on me, and I need to scale back a little bit. Now, in the future, I could scale back up, but that's the future. Right now, we're going to have to scale back the schedule a little bit. And we're going to do it periodically. We're not going to like do it all at once because I can't really think of a good way to do that at this moment, if I'm being completely honest. We're gonna slowly start to phase out some of our slots, and we're going to make it so that we're doing less. I don't know exactly how much less right now, but let's actually talk it through. So, as you know, we are doing 2 shows per day every day of the main week, Monday through Friday. We do 2 movies on the weekends, which I record during the week. We are doing a Spider-Man 2 Let's Play. I just started that. And on top of that, there's just other things occasionally here and there, and various other things that I try to do each day. It's a lot. And it's gotten to the point where it's become notable for me. And Baymax is a series of shorts. It's not like even 11-minute episodes. It's shorter than that. It's like 8 minutes on average, maybe even 7. So it's like I watch an episode of Baymax. It takes a lot quicker to get through, and it's not like a huge amount, but it's notable enough to where it's like I felt the difference these past couple weeks on Wednesdays compared to when I was doing Tangled the series. Because Tangled the series was a full length episode show, 22-minute runtime or so. So yeah, it was a notable difference for me, and I started feeling a little more freedom for Wednesdays because of that. And so I was talking about it in the pre-thoughts and in the afterthoughts of the Baymax video. If you've watched that, you'll have seen that there. And I was talking about how I kind of want a little more of that freedom, and I'm thinking about scaling back and all. And I talked about in that video how I was also thinking about making a video about it. I clearly decided to make a video about it. So, that being said, and this is actually before I've even recorded Whack Fu for today, so funny enough. So, I'm going to bring up the current schedule, and that includes with what is replacing Undead Unluck starting tomorrow. Normally, I announce that in the videos when the last video before I replace it, whether it's taking a break or being dropped or something. Like I said, in this case, Undead Unluck is taking a break, but it is being replaced in the schedule for now. And I'm sticking with that because I already said I was replacing. I already figured out what was replacing it too, so we're sticking with that. But we are going to start scaling back starting from here. So let me explain this here. Let me bring up the image. So you see this normal banner during all of our videos and all. I share this banner nowadays during the videos. So we're going to use this as a visual aid to talk about this. So as you can see, we do 2 shows plus YouTube on Mondays as well. Every day of the week. Plus, again, I record 2 movies during the week as well. And I'm recording Spider-Man 2 content. So as you can see, for one, Jormungand, we just decided to drop that yesterday. So that's being replaced by Freerin. And on Thursdays, as you can see, Kid Cosmic is taking over for Undead Unluck. We're going to be starting Season 2 of Kid Cosmic. But this is the current schedule where it sits as of right now, right? Like I said, this is a lot. And I'm starting to realize it's more like it's starting to affect me again. So I need to scale it back a little bit. So you're thinking like, okay, so what are you going to do? 1 show every day instead? Like cut out 5 of these shows? The problem is I don't think I can do that right now. Because, I mean, look at Friday as an example. We're doing the Fallout series, which I'm really hyped for at the moment. But we're also going to be starting Knuckles this week. And it's like, I specifically took a break from Total Drama to start Knuckles because I did not want to wait for that. I can't put that on hold either. I haven't even started it yet. And I'm way too excited for it. So it's like I can't cut both of those out. And I'm not going to open up 2 slots from another day and move one of those to that slot. So the question is, what do I do here? Well, as you know, each day also kind of covers its own thing. Monday, we have One Piece, which is our just long-running series, which just keeps going because it's One Piece. But we also have a First Impressions with Delicious in Dungeon. And Tuesday are both First Impressions with Freerin and Sandland. Wednesday are donation rewards. We have the Baymax series, which is a donation reward for a poll, actually. It's a donation reward for... oh, God, who was it that requested? I don't remember at the moment. But it is a donation reward, and it's a poll series, but it's still a dono reward. We have Whack Fu that was added in. That's not a donation reward, but that was added in as a My Choice series because I didn't want to wait for it. And then Thursday are both donation rewards. Lucifer for Venom and Kid Cosmic for Gizmo. Friday are both My Choice shows. So it's like, okay, how do we do this? Well, as I stated in the Baymax video, we are going to be finishing off Baymax next week. We're going to do the final 3 episodes in one video. And then we're not going to replace it with anything. Wednesday is going to just remain with Whack Fu. Once Whack Fu Season 4 is done, we will hold another poll at that point. And Wednesday will remain a donation reward poll series. So that's going to be where that remains. So what about the rest of the stuff? Well, Tuesday, we're just starting Freerin next week. But when Sandland ends, we're not going to replace that with anything. Once Sandland ends, we're going to just bring down Tuesday to 1 show as well. It's just going to be Freerin at that point. And that will be basically making Monday and Tuesday having the First Impressions shows. Because you'll still have Delicious in Dungeon, probably. And you'll still have Freerin. So those 2 will be there after Sandland ends, probably. Unless I take a break from either of those 2. But that will be where the donation rewards stay. Thursdays are I said donation rewards. I meant first impressions videos. Thursdays are donation rewards. We are just going to be starting up Kid Cosmic next week because we're doing the last episode of this arc of Undead Unluck before taking our break from that tomorrow. So Kid Cosmic doesn't start until next week. Just a reminder for you on that. Lucifer is getting close to the end. Once we finish Lucifer, we're taking that slot out. So Thursdays will only be Kid Cosmic. And then we'll, of course, have the other poll series, the other donation reward that will be on Wednesdays. So Mondays and Tuesdays will have first impressions. Wednesdays and Thursdays will have donation rewards. Fridays and Mondays and Fridays otherwise will stay the same, though. One Piece and YouTube stuff will still be on Monday. Fallout and Knuckles will still be Friday. Those aren't changing. It's basically Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be moving down to one slot. I feel like opening up this for the middle of the week is the best choice for me because it's the best time for me to also record movies, the best time for me to also record Spider-Man. So that is the best way to cut something out of. And it's one show each day, basically. And again, we're doing it periodically. It's not going to happen right away. There's still like half of a season of Sandland left. Actually, more than half. What am I talking about? More than half of a season of Sandland left. Baymax will be finishing. That one will be happening the soonest. And Lucifer has a few more episodes to go. I think 4 more episodes. I think. Something like that. And we'll get through that as quickly as we can. This is what I think is just going to be the best option here. So like I said, we're periodically cutting things back. But once it's cut back all the way, once we're down to that one show each day on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Monday and Friday staying the same, that's what we're going to stick with for the time being. And I'm saying this as well because I'm telling you now, like I've already talked about this in the past, but there's also going to be more Let's Play stuff coming in the future. I've already told you that when the physical copy for Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, I am going to be playing that on the channel. So, yeah, that's another thing to add in. That's going to take up some more time as well. So, there's that too. Fun. That's another reason I'm cutting things back a bit. And we'll see how that all goes. We'll figure that out as it goes. Maybe I might end up waiting on Baldur's Gate 3 a little more. I don't know. It's going to depend on how all of this ends up going. If we need to cut something else back, I might put Delicious on Dungeon on hold. But I kind of don't want to because I do want to kind of have 2 first impressions still going. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I can't cut out One Piece. It's like that's the long-running big show for the channel. And again, Fallout and Knuckles, neither of those are getting cut. But I will say, Knuckles is 6 episodes. Fallout is 8. They'll probably be finishing like within a week of each other based on that. I'm thinking maybe when like Knuckles I think is going to finish first though, just because of the timing. I think maybe when Knuckles finishes, I'll also bring Friday down to 1 slot. That will probably help as well. Especially since Friday is also like, notable amount of stuff. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the plan for now. And hopefully it works out. So, once again, just to reiterate everything, once we finish Baymax next week, we're cutting that slot out of Wednesdays completely. Once Lucifer finishes, we're cutting that slot out of Thursdays completely. And once Sandland finishes, we're cutting that slot out of Tuesdays completely. Obviously, these will happen at very different times, but that's the plan. And I might expedite Lucifer a little bit if I can. I might try to get through that a little bit quicker if I can. Maybe do like 2 episodes of video. If I can. I don't know if I'll be able to yet. Because that's going to depend on a few different factors. But yeah, so we'll kind of take that as it goes. If we need to make any more adjustments, I'll let you know. I'll update you. But I think this is the best option right now. I think this is just the best thing we can do to cut things back a little bit and free up time for everything else we have to do. Because it's like I also can't really cut down on movies. I kind of almost need to do 2 movies a week just because of how long my list is. And I just started Spider-Man 2. I'm not going to like put that on hold. And I don't want to wait too long for Baldur's Gate 3 once that physical copy does come out. Because I really want to get to that. I want to see what all the hype is about. But I don't know. Maybe I'll wait a little more on that. Once it comes out. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'll update you all when I know things more. And if you have any questions, any thoughts, or anything you want to add in, please feel free. Please feel absolutely free to do so. I'm willing to listen to any of your thoughts, any of your suggestions, anything you have to say regarding this matter. I just wanted to bring this all up because I feel it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of important, and it's a much bigger schedule update than I was thinking we were going to be making anytime soon. But it's something that I've kind of realized needs to happen. We need to cut back at least a little bit. So, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.